Rugwani bufu chinchwe. Sugwani buji vovu shochan. I don't even know the meaning of what I talked just now. But it might mean forfeited sovereignty. Anyway, hope you don't learn how to speak Mandarin, because China don't joke with your inability to settle your debts. While we're borrowing $800 million from the World Bank to share to cushion the impact of subsidy removal, the federal government had reportedly defaulted in servicing our debt to China for 2 years running now. The debt, this particular debt, which was incurred for the completion of our railway modernization project from Abuja to Kaduna, Lagos to Ibadan section, and the Abuja Light Rail project, is in the region of $153.8 million, and that's about 69 billion naira, with an interest element of $92.1 million, and that's about 41 billion naira. But according to our debt management office, our government has not paid a kobo on this debt for 2 years between 2021 to December 2022. But really, wait. I thought they said this loan are easy to pay because they have single-digit interest. How come since that time, for 2 years now, we never ever pay shishi? If the 2 years period was a moratorium period, then the debt management office wouldn't have recorded this as debt not service. Anyway, with a lawyer like me, no. Our financial advisors will probably advise us later. But I just hope that it's not what I'm thinking. However, according to the Bureau of Statistics, the Nigerian Railway Corporation, Gabadia, as a whole, was only able to generate 11.6 billion naira between the year 2020 and 2022 as a blaming security for the poor turnover. That is like 5.5 billion on the average per annum. You can say, blame it on the rain, yeah. At this rate, how they won't take paid debt of 41.3 billion. Remember, our national debt also is hovering around 77 trillion. Yes, you can say debt everywhere, but not a single reliable public infrastructure to point to. You travel by road, bad road, accident, and insecurity will chase you away. You travel by train, you need to keep ransom somewhere, as kidnappers will kidnap you like chicken and demand ransom from your people. And yet government know they pay ransom. They will say they release you. Even when you are in prison in Nigeria, you can be attacked by bandits. Anyway, our skies are safe, so government fly only through the skies. And yet our leaders go abroad to enjoy public infrastructures when government officials like them provide for their citizens. Can call it a beriberiism masquerading as governance. You won't be far from it. Even though China has said it will not seize assets from African countries owing them, but they also added that they will not forget their debts. This fear is against the recent talk between the Zambia government and China on handing over the Zambian National Electricity Company, ZESCO, to Chinese due to the inability of the Zambian government to meet its loan repayment promises to China. While China was also, in fact, they were already in control of the country's broadcasting company, ZNBC, there were also fears that the main airport in Lusaka could be their next target. So that is why we are raising this alarm now. Remember how the civil society kicked against the sovereignty relinquishing clause in this same railway loan agreement, and how the then Minister for Transportation, Abina Amechi Chibike, insisted that there was nothing to worry about. Anyway, now I hope with our inability to service this debt, there's still nothing to worry about. Well, me I dey hear Mandarin, now you went on the hear. I just stylishly call on our incoming administration to take notes of where the dead bodies are buried, so that they understand the enormity of the tax ahead. Don't tell me you don't know later. I will therefore advocate that while it is good to borrow, it is much more honorable to keep to the terms and conditions of the debt servicing agreement, as your inability to ensure compliance with the terms and conditions of the agreement might not only cost you forfeiture, it also makes it impossible for subsequent creditors to finance you, and even the existing one will refuse to refinance your debt. Hope this Buhari administration has not finally brought this giant country to its knees with unserviceable debt. Anyway, time will tell. But remember, Femi Adesina say they left the country better than they met it. I hope say also soon we will not be missing Buhari just the same way we are missing Jonathan after we hoped for a better country under Buhari. Well, time they say we tell. Now here we go hang on for today. For previous episode, just simply follow us on all our social media platforms showing on your screen. And always remember, if you cannot do the time, don't do the crime. See you next week.